icLAAo. I can't lose. No reality where I lose. Ever. Today is March 29th, 2026. Day 88 of the 100 push-up, 100 squat progressive challenge for a year. We're in the month of March. Only a couple days left in March. 3 days. Yes, I believe. We're finishing up 120 push-up, 120 squat every day for this month of March. Then in April, we start 130 push-up, 130 squat for the month of April. And we're going to keep going for the whole year. No days off. No days off. Because I can do this. The message for today is you need to have, when you're dealing with human beings, you need to lower your expectations. Because you can't expect people to have, you can't expect human beings to be a certain way. You may do things for people, you may expect gratitude, you won't get it. You may expect respect from people, you won't get it. So you need to lower your expectations for human beings. Most human beings are very, very, very low level. Most human beings are very, very, very flawed. All human beings are flawed, but most human beings are very, very, very flawed. So you can't expect so highly of human beings. You can't expect, if you're a person of substance, you can't expect other people to have that same substance. If you're a person of dignity and respect, you can't expect other people to have that same dignity and respect. That's just how it goes. So all you can do is control yourself. So do what you have to do, but don't expect the rest of the world to do the same. Do you get? Let's go.
Only silence. And most men misinterpret this silence as rejection. They panic. They complain. They distract themselves. They beg the world to notice them. But the truth is far more severe and far more sacred. God does not train men in noise. He trains them in silence. Before strength is displayed, it is forged. Before authority is granted,
not yet.
tested. Before a man is trusted with influence, he is stripped of comfort. Silence
30.
is punishment. Silence is preparation.
If you play right.
Seeds grow underground and seen. Steel is tempered away from crowds. Mountains rise slowly without announcement. So why would God shape a man any differently? When the noise fades and the room empties, what remains is who you really are. Not who you pretend to be, not who you perform as, but who you are when no one is watching. This is where training begins.
30.
Silence removes distraction. God isolates a man, he is not taking something away. He is protecting the process. Because premature exposure ruins unfinished men. A man who gains power before discipline becomes dangerous. A man who gains influence before humility becomes corrupt. A man who gains success before self-mastery becomes hollow. So God waits. And while he waits, he trains. He trains your patience by...
Because I only come first like the letter A.
He trains your discipline
60.
by removing structure. He trains
for
your
Crocs.
faith by giving you nothing to hold on to but him. This is not weakness. This is warfare. Internal warfare. Against lust. Against distraction. Against comfort. Against laziness. Against the version of you that wants the easy path. Silence forces you to choose who you serve. Your impulses or your purpose.
60.
Your emotions or your principles. Work remains. And in that place,
Shitty boy.
excuses die. You cannot blame lack of opportunity when you are undisciplined in private. You cannot blame timing when you are inconsistent in habits. You cannot blame others when you neglect your own growth. Obscurity is where self-respect is built. You begin to realize that your life is shaped less by talent and more by what you do when no one is counting. This is where habits become identity. You either become
90.
a man who keeps promises to himself or a man who constantly betrays his own word. God watches this closely, because a man who cannot be trusted with his own commitments cannot be trusted with influence over others. In obscurity, discipline becomes internal. You wake up early not because you have to, but because you decided to. You train your body not to be seen, but because weakness disgusts you. You sharpen your mind not for applause.
90.
Ignorance feels like but rooted men. Men whose strength comes from depth, not display. Men whose confidence comes from discipline, not opinion. Men whose faith has been tested in quiet, not crowds. When the time comes, and it will, the man trained in obscurity will not need to announce himself. His presence will speak. His posture will speak. His decisions will speak. His consistency will speak. Because obscurity did its job. It taught him how to stand alone before asking him to stand in front. And when God finally
120 push-ups.
the noise
Bang,
won't
bang.
move him. Because he was trained where noise didn't exist. God does not teach discipline in comfort. He teaches it in the dark. Not literal darkness, but the internal kind. The moments when motivation disappears and progress feels slow. When results refuse to show up. When the mind starts asking dangerous questions. Is this worth it? Why am I doing this? Why is nothing changing? These moments are not interruptions. They are the
120 squat.
Discipline is not built when things feel easy. It is built when your emotions disagree with your responsibility.